guys are gonna either agree or disagree, but either way, I do ask that you give this video a chance and watch all the way through. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sassy Critic. I talk about films, television shows, and everything around it. So if that's your thing, hop on for the ride. Be sure to subscribe if you love film and TV show discussions. This is movie and TV show hot takes. These are just some of my personal ones. I would love to know what your film hot takes are down in the comments. But with all of that being said, let's jump into it.
My true thoughts on Pulp Fiction.
So my first film hot take is that Pulp Fiction is just okay. So don't get me wrong, I love the cast of the movie. Like, you have Uma Thurman and Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta and Christopher Walken, and I love these actors. They are really great and clearly talented. I just could not get into Pulp Fiction. I tried, I attempted. I don't think I understood the movie half the time. I think it's because, it keeps on going back and forth and it's not in chronological order, and it was just okay for me. The performances were great, but I could not go through with it. And I know that there's a review of mine that's online. I think I rated it a 7 out of 10. And I just want to be very clear about this. When I rated that movie a 7 out of 10, I did it out of fear of Pulp Fiction fans. Not to say that Pulp Fiction fans are people that are going to come for you if you dislike the movie, but I just felt so much fear. I was like, what if I am saying the wrong things? What if I actually say my true opinions about this movie? So my true opinion on Pulp Fiction is that it's just okay. Love the actors, love the performances, but that's about it.
This version of Cinderella made me almost want to quit movies entirely.
Cinderella 2021 made me almost not want to watch movies for the rest of my life. That includes watching movies for fun and watching movies for the sake of doing a review or a film retrospective. I did not like this movie. Again, like, it had Idina Menzel, and she is just spectacular. She's talented. There's one moment in Cinderella that I genuinely liked, and that was when Idina Menzel sings Material Girls. And so for that short, moment in time, I genuinely liked that, the movie. And then we had to go back to the plot, and then no, it was just so bad. I could not. I don't know if other people disliked this movie. I know a lot of the other critics do not like the movie, but for me, I disliked Cinderella 2021. It made me not want to watch another movie over again. That was back in 2021. It's 3 years later. I'm still watching movies. I'm still reviewing movies. I'm still making videos. Thank goodness. But honestly, that version of Cinderella just made me so close to not ever talking about movies over and over again. Ever again. And it was also one of the first movies where I would pause the movie, go onto my Instagram, and comment, literally, and just give my thoughts of the movie in between, and then I would press play again. Because I could not wait to share my thoughts and opinions of this movie after. So, yeah. Cinderella 2021, a movie that almost ended it, everything for me.
Number 3, Cheetah Girls One World is actually really good.
Cheetah Girls 3 is not that bad. This is for all the DCOM fans out there. It's not that bad, people. I hear people saying that they would not watch Cheetah Girls 3 because Raven-Symoné is not in it. And don't get me wrong, I love Raven-Symoné. I listen to her and her wife's podcast, and I love the personality that they bring to it, and I even love some of the actors that they interview. A lot of them come from, Nickelodeon and Disney Channel. But just because she's not in Cheetah Girls 3 does not mean I'm not going to not watch the movie. I love Cheetah Girls 3. I love the music. I love the story. I mean, this time they go to India. Like, what is wrong with the movie, please? Now, is this movie my favorite Cheetah Girls movie? No, not by a long shot. My favorite Cheetah Girls movie is Cheetah Girls 2. They go to Barcelona. That is just iconic. I mean, that movie is just something great, and I can't wait to review it. I even rewatched the movie this year, but for some reason I never recorded my review of the film. But that does not mean I'm going to be hating on Cheetah Girls 3. I like Cheetah Girls 3. I'm proud for liking Cheetah Girls 3. I don't see what's wrong with Cheetah Girls 3. It was one of those movies in my childhood. I grew up watching it. It was great. If you haven't seen it because Raven is not in it, still give it a chance. It's still a fun movie to watch and check out. And if I had to rate my ranking of the Cheetah Girls movie from least favorite to favorite, it would be Cheetah Girls 1, then Cheetah Girls 3, and then Cheetah Girls 2. We all know Cheetah Girls 2. We all know Cheetah Girls 2 is the best one, I'm just saying.
They should have revealed who Sophie's father was in the first Mamma Mia movie.
Throughout Mamma Mia, I was waiting and anticipating, waiting to see who is Sophie's biological father. I was hoping that at the end of the movie, they were going to say who her father is. Now, do they imply who Sophie's father is? Yes. They imply that it's most likely Bill. Because if we look at the timeline, Donna first gets with Sam, then gets with Bill, then gets with Harry. And if you look across the 3 months in which she was with these men, chances are Harry ain't the father.
Hi guys, editing Saskia. I just forgot a few things to mention in the section. But the first one being is that there's an entire deleted scene where Sophie sings "What's the name of the game" to Bill and asks him if he is her father. So we know that they go into that little section where we get to see the beautiful ocean and stuff like that. During that scene, they deleted an entire section where Sophie sings "What's the name of the game?" asks Bill if he is her father. He says yes, I guess, and the two of them embrace. So, sorry, Sam, sorry, Harry, you're definitely not the fathers, I guess. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that Sophie was named after Bill's aunt Sophia, who we do get to see in the sequel, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. So, yeah, it's heavily implied that Bill is, in fact, Sophie's father. So I guess we can say goodbye to Sam and Harry and just fully embrace Bill.
But I just don't get why they just did not reveal who the father was. I don't know if it was maybe because, people were fans of each of the possible fathers, and so if it wasn't their favorite, that would cause an uproar. But I don't know, and I'm saying this as someone whose favorite movie of all time is Mamma Mia. I love Mamma Mia. I love how silly it is. I love how fun it is. I love the fact that literally, as the time that I'm filming this, last night I was listening to the soundtrack to both movies. It's my favorite franchise of all time. It goes neck and neck with Bridget Jones. I love Mamma Mia. I eat it up. But something I've always had on my mind since I was like 9 or 10 years old watching the movie for the first time, because I didn't watch the movie back in 2008, was why didn't they just reveal who Sophie's father was? So, Yeah, my personal opinion is that it's Sam. I know they made an announcement that there's going to be a Mamma Mia 3, and they're hoping that it's going to come out before 2028. And if that is so, can we please, for the sake of the fandom, have a reveal as to who Sophie's father is? And I know the inconsistencies in between the first Mamma Mia movie and the second Mamma Mia movie, but if we are going through the first Mamma Mia logic, I say it's Bill. And if we are going according to the second film logic, where Donna gets with Harry first, then Sam, then Bill, which makes no sense to me, but we're gonna get to that anyway. Then I would say Sam is probably the father. It's two different things for me. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully in the third Mamma Mia movie we get to see who Sophie's dad is. I hope it's Bill. I hope they're gonna go according to the first movie's logic because I to me that just makes the most sense. My final hot take when it comes to film and television shows is that I feel like the only time we should really get a remake and a reboot is when the original content was not good or it did not hit its full potential. And this could be in multiple ways. It doesn't have to be in one specific factor. It could just be that it did not hit its full potential. Right now it feels like we are in an oversaturation of remakes and reboots and revivals. I was scrolling on TikTok when I came across someone, I can't remember the content creator's name, but she listed 38 TV show reboots and revivals that will be releasing between now and 2026. I was just like, 38? That is so much. Now, I would be lying if I had to say that I am not looking forward to any of these TV show or film remakes. Like, get rid of all of them. I would be lying, right? Because there are a few that I am looking forward to. The first one is Wisteria Lane, which is going to be the spin off of Desperate Housewives. I love Desperate Housewives. I have literally seen that series beginning to end at least twice. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. So to find out that we are going to get a spin-off of that show, I am so over the moon happy and excited for it, and I hope that they do it justice. Now, for me personally, I was hoping that we were going to get a sequel series to Desperate Housewives where it follows the kids of the main characters of Wisteria Lane. I think that would have been iconic. I would have seen that as entertaining. That would have been a really cool one to watch. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're getting that. We're getting a spin off where we get to see dramas happening in Wisteria Lane, and I am 100% looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to King of the Hill, the season 14 or season 15, and I cannot wait. I saw the trailer and I got genuinely excited, and I hope that it goes well. So they are one or two reboots and revivals and spin-offs that I'm genuinely looking forward to watching, but majority of them I'm not really looking forward to, because what I'm noticing is that the reboots that are happening are of popular titles. I know that they are open to doing a Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot. Again, it's a TV show that I haven't seen, so I can't really comment on whether I'm excited for that or not, but I do recall Buffy the Vampire Slayer being a really popular show. Another thing is that when it comes to reboots, revivals, remakes, live action remakes, is that the ones that I've seen so far at least, it seems like they got the story down. And this is especially true for Disney live action remakes, but it seems like the heart and the soul is not there. The heart and the soul that was there for the original is not there for the remake. And so it doesn't feel like it's there. You can tell that people put in a ton of effort into these live action remakes, and the Disney live action remakes, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot of heart and soul in it. And I think that is a big thing that is missing when it comes to films. I can't say that there are no original movies out there. One original movie that came out this year was Sinners, and I love it. That is one of my favorite movies that came out this year, and I love it. I adore it. I will watch and rewatch that movie every single time. I will not stop recommending that movie. And it's an original film. Um, but yeah, when it comes to live action remakes and reboots and revivals and spin offs, I think they should just do it for films and TV shows that didn't hit their full potential or weren't as good as it could have been. And that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching and joining me along as we talk about the different hot takes in film and television shows. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you love films and TV show discussions, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, be sure to email me at sassycritic107@gmail.com if you have any movie requests, any video topics that you would also like to request. sassycritic107@gmail.com is the email for you to use. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely day further, and until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!